USA Today is getting called out for stealth editing multiple pieces after a columnist decried the Atlanta Braves nickname. They called it racist. One headline now, though, keeping the Braves in the bullpen, the name in the bullpen, and avoiding it throughout the article. Now up to bat, multiple puns throughout this read. It's made it difficult. OutKick Founder Clay Travis. Clay, okay, stealth editing prior pieces by the same author, Bob Nightingale. So, it's, you know what's funny is political correctness yesterday can't keep up with political correctness today.
Well, and this isn't even the most ridiculous stealth editing that they've done associated with this, Will. If you remember, Stacey Abrams wrote a piece for USA Today about how upset she was with the voting bills in Georgia. And after the Braves lost the All-Star game, they went back to USA Today and stealth edited her editorial to make it look like she wasn't supportive of the idea of Major League Baseball pulling the All-Star game. But this is really creepy Orwellian doublespeak to go back and change articles that had already been published in an effort to adjust for now. You knew what this was going to happen, and this is the problem with the great mascot debate anyway, Will, as you well know. It doesn't ever end, okay? You're done with the Redskins. You're done with the Indians. Now the Chiefs from Kansas City are going to be on the proverbial, pardon the pun, chopping block. You've got the same thing going on with the Atlanta Braves right now. I thought, by the way, credit to Braves fans. They brought the tomahawk chop even louder than before. And, Will, this is important. The tomahawk chop is in Atlanta to honor Deion Sanders. That's when it started in Atlanta, this trend, okay? And that is directly connected to Deion Sanders having been a Florida State Seminole. The Seminole tribe has said that they are honored by Florida State's endorsement of their heritage and history. And so Chief Osceola, everything associated with the Florida State Seminoles, including the tomahawk chop, is endorsed by that tribe. And it should be, in my opinion, the same way for the Atlanta Braves. This is not malicious. This is not designed to be a negative. It is designed to be an honor of the history of Native Americans in the country. And I would encourage Braves fans to chop on, keep it going, and win Game 4 tonight with Herschel Walker and Donald Trump in attendance. It's going to be a wild scene in Atlanta. Yeah, you're right. This is not about protecting anyone from offense. The offense is manufactured so that the agitators can continue to find their virtue. And you bring up it doesn't end. That's exactly right, Clay. So the fascinating discussion, which you've had, I know, and I've had, is where does it go next? I mean, I don't know. I saw you tweeting about the Vikings, the Fighting Irish. Where does it go next? And the answer is someplace. There will always be another place to go. I got to keep going, though, Clay. We got a lot. They have to, Will, because otherwise they have no purpose of existing, these ridiculous woke progressive activists. They always have to find a new target, which is why you can't negotiate with them on things like this, because it's never going to end. There's always a new target. They're always offended by something, even when it is inconsequential and not in any way remotely offensive. So you're not just focusing on the World Series. You're on your bus tour previewing college football. You have Fox Sports' big noon kickoff show. That's just in a few hours. And looks like you are today in Jacksonville, Florida, for Florida, Georgia. But let's start, I believe, Clay, talking about some games. And I think we want to start with Michigan State. That's at noon. Big rivalry game. Michigan State is getting 4 at home, I believe, because I took the Spartans in that game. What are you looking at here, Clay? I'm on the same side as you, Will. This is crazy. This is the first time Michigan and Michigan State have been ranked in the top 10 since 1964 for a game of this magnitude. I don't think either team, to be honest, expected to be undefeated right now. Mel Tucker, National Coach of the Year, in my opinion, based on what he has accomplished already. And look, this is going to be an incredible game. It's going to be on Fox at noon. It's where the big noon kickoff crew is set up. They are in East Lansing right now. Major battle in the Big Ten East. Who's going to end up being able to win that division? This will go a long way towards helping to set the table alongside of Ohio State hosting Penn State. It's moving day in the Big Ten East. I like Michigan State to win, actually, not even to just cover the 4. And also, I think Penn State will keep it close, but I think Ohio State knocks them off. And so we'll be looking at Ohio State, Michigan State as the 2 top teams, I believe, at the end of the day in college football in the Big Ten East.
All right, then you have Oregon, Colorado. I don't know what Colorado's getting, but it's got to be a lot, Clay.
Look, Oregon got a big win last week, Will, against UCLA. They're the Pac-12's last hope for a college football playoff team this year. They should walk all over Colorado, continue their drive towards the Pac-12 championship game, and Duck fans would hope that they can join Washington and also an earlier Oregon Duck team in the first year of the playoff and be the 3rd Pac-12 playoff team. Pac-12's only won 1 game in the college football playoff. That first year, they beat Florida State with Marcus Mariota as their quarterback. We'll see what ends up happening with Oregon this year, but I like them to win comfortably over Colorado today.
I don't know how you did last weekend, but another undefeated weekend for me. 5-0 last weekend. What are you shaking your head out? Rough weekend for you?
It was brutal for me. I mean, it's one of the worst gambling weekends I've had in a long time. Will, you and I are on opposite sides here. It's a proverbial swing game. We're on the same side for Michigan State. Maybe that's a good sign for Spartans, or maybe they're running in the other direction, convinced that now they are really screwed.
All right, you can play along with Clay and I. Download the Fox Bet Super 6 app and enter for a chance to win $25,000. All you need to do is pick 6 outcomes from today's college football games and watch and see how it all plays out. It's free to play. Download the Fox Bet Super 6 app now to get started. Clay, what's clicking on OutKick?
Man, we have got so many different big stories that are going on right now. But you know what's getting a lot of attention? I mean, even for people who are big sports fans. First of all, people want to know what's going to happen in Florida, Georgia, and is Anthony Richardson going to play? And so a lot of clicks on that. But this Virginia governor's race, man, I cannot wait to see what's going to happen on Tuesday. There is a massive amount of interest in it. And also the World Series. Braves up 2-1. Let's chop on and win Game 4.
All right, we'll be watching, Clay. Have fun today.